Alrighty, so this is a quick update on what's going on with the rescue and everything that you need to know. I thought rather than trying to summarise everything in like a single sort of paragraph update thing, that we'll try this method and see if this works out better so that we could get more in there, and it's a lot quicker, a lot easier for me as well. So first things first, baby update. So as most of you know, we unfortunately had a surrender that ended up being pregnant, but unfortunately didn't make it after giving birth. So we ended up hand rearing 2 little babies, and those babies are doing absolutely fine. They're doing absolutely fine now, and they're doing really well. They're feeding well. They're doing incredibly amazing weight gain and that. Still early days, so we've still got to wait and see what happens. So we won't get our hopes up just yet, but fingers crossed, and we'll keep them crossed, and we'll see how it goes. However, as most of you already know, I specialise with bonding behaviour and socialisation, and a big thing of socialisation is in those early months, particularly 0 to 3 months, and this is the point in life where they learn how to be guinea pigs, how to communicate with each other, what behaviour is acceptable, what's not behaviour. And obviously when it comes to hand rearing, they're not getting that from me, and as much as we'd like to think that we can provide everything for the guinea pigs, we're not guinea pigs, so we can't provide it all, unfortunately, which means I have, alongside hand rearing them still, I have popped them in with some newcomers. So the newcomers are Fizzy Pop and Fufu, and they've arrived all the way from Scotland, which in itself does show how horrendous rescue is at the moment. It's not just me that is struggling with rehoming guinea pigs and finding homes and being contacted on a regular basis about surrenders at all. It is all over the countries, and it is all types of rescues. It is anywhere where it is a rescue and there is animals, which is all of them. We're all struggling. It's really hard, and I think that Fizzy Pop and Fufu really demonstrates how difficult it is for all of the rescues at the moment. The fact that they've travelled across country just to find a home, and in desperation to do it, is absolutely shocking that it's come to that, to be fair. But a massive thank you to the previous owner, who is doing it for good reason, and she actually donated to the rescue to help cover their care and definitely support the rescue and everything. So, and that's a very rare thing to find these days. People are very quick to give up animals and not actually think twice about the commitment of the rescues and sort of the burden that animals do have in such a tight financial climate at the moment, where even just providing the basics costs such a lot of money at the moment. So any kind of donation, foods, hay, is absolutely valuable. But fingers crossed, they are with the 2 new ladies, so we hope that this will be a really healthy educational ride for them, and that they'll learn everything they need to know to be healthy young guinea pigs at some point. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, and we're hoping they learn lots, and we're also hoping that we're continuing to feed them. They will continue to absolutely thrive and do really amazing. On another note, we have had a wonderful donation from Maxine again, who very kindly dropped off another bale of hay, which is hugely appreciated. Somehow Maxine always comes through with a bale of hay when we most need it, so we cannot thank Maxine enough. And hay is such a crucial donation for the rescue because it's 85% of their diet, and it gets used not just for that 85% of their diet, it also gets used for bedding, sort of playtimes, anything where we mix it with forages to keep them happy and healthy as well. So it's a huge benefit to them. Also, a huge thank you to Denise that dropped off some much needed towels and some veggies. Towels are hugely appreciated. Towels and fleeces she dropped off, hugely appreciated because they are absorbent layers. We use fleece genuinely in cages and in certain areas in the herds just for easy clean up and to help with sort of mess control essentially. So that is really beneficial, and I really appreciate it, as I do with the veggies as well. That's a donation that goes under the radar a lot, and is of course vegetables and that make up 10% of their diet, so it's actually a really beneficial thing. Lucky for me, because I do make the treats that are the main funding source for the rescue, to keep the rescue open. Because of that, I do go out foraging. I forage it all myself for the treats, apart from some bits obviously, but the majority of it is foraged by hand by myself, and it does also give me the opportunity to forage for the rescues here, which means that they get those veggies essentially through in the form of forage, which is really crucial. But veggies definitely do go under the radar in terms of donations. And don't forget, it's not just veggies. We can do scraps are so useful, like those peelings that you have. Oh, massive thank you to Ange as well, actually, on that note, because she did actually drop off a bag of scraps the other day, or whenever it was, I don't know. But Ange also dropped off scraps, so she just dropped off like carrot peelings, broccoli stems, various things like that, and it comes in so handy because we don't eat the peelings, we don't want the stems particularly, but they do, they love it, and it's like, it'd only go in your bin, it's like, but they love it, and it feeds them, and it's so much less waste, and it really helps the rescue. So it honestly, thank you to Ange as well, thank you to Denise, thank you to Maxine, and thank you to Fizzy Pop and Fufu's previous owner as well, which we will keep you updated on that. It's just a bit hectic with babies at the moment, but fingers crossed they settle in and everything's all right. But and a massive thank you, we had a huge box donation from Vets for Pets. Literally a box of food. Cannot thank you enough for that, and it was so lovely to actually meet you, and I've totally forgot your name, so I do apologise for that. I get told so many names, I am so sorry, and I'm absolutely terrible with names anyway, so again, really sorry, you'll have to remind me. But thank you for that big box of nuggets as well. Honestly, it will do wonders of good. Like, it's definitely got me a few days of pellets, so I cannot thank you enough. So, but I think that's pretty much where we stand at the moment. So yeah, I'll update you again soon when I get the chance. But yeah, thank you.